All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us on September 26, 2023 for the regular village board meeting. With that, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lana, roll call, please.
Mayor DeBold.
Here.
Trustees Amos.
Here.
Brockman.
Here.
Carroll. Chapman.
Here.
Luciano. And Selfridge.
All right. With the mayor here, we do have a quorum, and with that, Lana, please call me on all the rolls for this evening.
Okay.
With that, we will move into citizens. Are there any citizens wishing to address the village board this evening? Seeing none, we'll move into this evening's consent agenda. Item number 1 will be approval of the regular meeting minutes for September 12th, 2023. Approval of the special committee of the whole meeting minutes for September 12th, 2023. Approval of the accounts payable of $501,207.77. Approval of the payment amount $21,699.73 to Cornwell Engineering Group for the water source transfer plan. And approval in the payment amount of $59,160.35 to Core and Main water meters. Are there any items that a trustee has questions on?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion Brockman, second Amos. Roll call, please.
Brockman.
Yes.
Chapman.
Yes.
Amos.
Yes.
And DeBold.
Yes. We'll move into our proclamations. Any other notes? Lana, was there anything that you had received otherwise?
No, sir.
Prior to this evening? All right. And with that, we have a proclamation for this evening. It is to recognize Constitution Week. With that, Constitution Week is September 17th through to September 17th through September 23rd. Whereas it is a privilege and duty of the American people to commemorate the 236th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America with the appropriate ceremonies and activities. Whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of the proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America designating September 17th through to 23rd Constitution Week. Now, therefore, I, Clarence C. DeBold, by virtue of the authority vested in me as the mayor of the village of Shorewood in the state of Illinois, do hereby proclaim the week of September 17th through to 23rd, 2023 as Constitution Week, and urge all citizens to study the Constitution and reflect on the privilege of being an American with the rights and responsibilities which that privilege involves. In witness hereof, I have unto set my hand and caused the seal of the village of Shorewood to be affixed on this 26th day of September of the year, the Lord 2023. And with that, we do have some representatives from isn't it Our Lady of our...
We are from the Louis Joliet chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution.
Thank you. That's what it... I was trying to scroll right to the next part of it, so I apologize. You got it out before I did.
It's a long title. We just call it the DAR.
The DAR, Daughters of the Revolution.
Of the American Revolution, yes, sir.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor DeBold and members of the board of the Village of Shorewood. Thank you for allowing us to come before you tonight to receive your proclamation to promote Constitution Week in your Village of Shorewood. I'm Pauline Herpy, Louis Joliet chapter member, and this is Lynn Freebus, also a member, and Serena Levitt, also a member. And we would request that Lana Jakaitis, who is a member of your board, would join us. She's also a member of our chapter, a longtime chapter member. The purpose and mission of the DAR is to perpetuate the memory and spirit of the men and women who achieved American independence in 1776. To that end, we promote the education of the Constitution in our schools, libraries, and city halls. Now, how do we do that? For example, Serena here is holding a poster, a Constitution poster, which was drawn up by one of our DAR members, a gal from Illinois, no less, and it was printed all across. It's used by all of our chapters across the nation. And we take these to the schools, to the 7th or 8th grade classes, and they put it up there to promote the Constitution that they are studying at this time of year. Also, we have what's called a Constitution kit. It is sewn by Lynn Freebus and some other DAR ladies in our chapter, and in it is the American flag. There are 6 items. This is all to stir their interest in the Constitution.
Bookmark?
As kids, so that's a bookmark, which has the preamble, right? Yeah, it has the preamble to the Constitution written on it, which many of them must memorize. We all probably had to memorize it. Has a Constitution book that has both the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence written in it. And then there's a Liberty Bell in there. And, oh, there's a puzzle.
A puzzle for them to fill out?
Puzzle to fill it, which is a fun thing. All,
Pen to fill it out with?
and then there should be a Liberty Bell in there too.
There it is.
There it is. So all these things we take over to St. Raymond's parochial school. Some of you may know it, in Joliet. And we will take that over in January to help them study the Constitution. As Abraham Lincoln said at the end of the Civil War, our safety, our liberty depends on preserving the Constitution of the United States, as our fathers made it inviolate. The people of the United States are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution, but to overthrow men who pervert the Constitution. Thank you very much for allowing us to come here tonight before you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes, we need a picture.
Maybe
and
a
we
picture
need-
with the mayor?
All right, well, if we do it, let's do it right here so we have the American flag in the backdrop real quick.
Good idea.
No, no problem. I know it's the board's pleasure that we get to do this every year and recognize it. So I know it's been a long-standing tradition of the village, and we're very happy to participate with you guys. No problem. Thank you, everybody. By all means, thank you. Have a good evening. Okay, moving forward, we'll move into this evening's order of business. Item number 1 will be consideration for approval of a proposal for professional services with engineering enterprises for the Grand Prairie Water Commission's Technical Advisory Working Group for the TOG Year 2 administration in the amount of $154,780. Public Works Director Noriel will kind of brief everybody a little bit on this.
Thank you, Mayor. Engineering Enterprises Incorporated, EEI for short, is one of the design firms for the Grand Prairie Water Commission, our alternate source water program. Besides the assignment for them to design part of the capital improvement packages as part of that design team, which is also made up of Stantec and CMT, which is 2 other engineering firms. They have been assigned to assist with the administrative support needs of the TOG group, which was created part of the preliminary agreement again for the Grand Prairie Water Commission. The TOG group, which is the Technical Advisory Work Group, which is made up of the design team and expert technical representative from each of the municipality, we're in charge of reviewing all of the design, the construction, and the operations of the future commission. EEI, again, was assigned to provide this administrative support for the TOG. So while we are in a short delay, because we anticipated that we would form this commission earlier this year, but with some of the constraints regarding the IDNR process for the lake water allocation for some of the communities, we are looking to extend our contract for another 15 months, which should bring them up and through June of 2024, when we anticipate the official formation of the commission itself. So the agreement was already reviewed and unanimously approved by the MAUG group on September 14th. With the unanimous approval of EEI's agreement, the staff is recommending approval of EEI's proposal in an amount of not to exceed $154,780. And because the village is the fund manager for the commission, it goes through our same process. So this is, again, on behalf of the commission.
Ms. Burkholder took over, so you guys may not have recognized this. Last year, Manuka operated as the fund manager for the Water Commission. Their finance director had said left. Ms. Burkholder is now the fund manager of the Water Commission. So as Noriel said, due to formality, it just comes through us for approval. It's paid by the Water Commission now. Anything would you like to add, Ms. Burkholder, as the fund manager over there? So this is just more of a formality of having approval, than that way it just goes out through the Water Commission.
No other considerations or questions? I'll make a motion to approve a proposal for professional services with Engineering Enterprises Incorporated for Grand Prairie Water Commission's Technical Advisory Working Group for
Tog.
TOG. Yeah, thank you. Administration in the amount of $154,780.
I'll second.
Motion Brockman, second Chapman. Roll call, please.
Chapman?
Yes.
Amos?
Yes.
Brockman?
Yes.
And DeBold?
Yes. Item number 2 will be consideration for approval of a proposed professional engineering services with Christopher Burke Engineering for Phase 2 design services for River Road and Sile Roads LED street lighting project in the amount not to exceed $39,500. Back to Public Works.
Thank you again, Mayor. So this is the next part of our phasing for the installation of our LED street lights along River Road, and this one also identifies a portion of Sile Road. This will actually finish River Road all the way from our northern corporate boundaries through the village, all the way down to Sile Road itself, and will continue westerly on Sile up to Dover, which will then complete that section because of many of the street lights along Sile from Dover going westerly to the tracks are already completed as part of many of the subdivision requirements. So the project is a little longer than last year. It's about 3,700 feet. It's going to be approximately about 18 to 22 poles as we look into the design. This year, our budget includes $40,000 for the Phase 2 design of the project. We hope to be able to complete the design over the winter season and be ready for a bid opportunity in the early 2024 part of the year, with construction possibly in summer of 2024. Please note there may be some long lead times for the material for the streetlight, like what we just experienced, but we're hopeful that it might get a little better by next year. Staff is recommending approval of Seabell's professional services for Phase 2 design for our 2024 River and Sile decorative LED streetlight project in the amount not to exceed $39,500.
We put in 11, did we, this summer?
Yes, sir.
And what, do you recollect what that cost us?
It was around 400, just under 400,000, but we had received $200,000 in grant funding for
Oh,
the project.
really? Okay. Okay, good.
We'll work the phones again.
Okay, good.
We have a budget, or we will be asking for construction funding next year for this project in and around the $700,000 range.
Yeah, that's quite a distance you're gonna try to cover this time.
And this would be the last segment from, as the board has done historically, they got Black Road cleaned up with updated LED lights. They've came River Road all the way now from Black Road, where it's south, right there to just south of Ranchwood. This will be that last leg to get River Road all switched
Communications
over.
with ComEd to get the concrete ones out of there?
We're working on it. Much as I would like to say that this would be a quick project, it's working with ComEd.
Well, it's probably not on the top of their list, I don't imagine, so.
I'll make the motion to approve proposal for professional engineering services with Christopher B. Burke, engineering for Phase 2 design services for River and Sal Road decorative LED street lighting project, the amount not to exceed $39,500.
Second.
Motion Amos, second Brockman. Roll call, please.
Amos,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
and DeBold.
Yes. And then item number 3, be consideration for approval to order a 2025 Peterbilt single-axle truck chassis only from the Jack's Truck Center, not to exceed $135,739.76. Back to Public Works.
Thank you again, Mayor. So with your consideration and approval, I want to buy a new truck. The new truck will replace an existing 2005 International plow truck in our fleet today. I am asking with your permission and approval, I would like to keep that, take it off our replacement list, but keep it in our fleet as backup. We do have one vehicle that, at the last time we had bought a new plow truck in 2021. We declared one again as the backup. That is the one that I would like to send to auction. So with your permission and approval, I would like to send that out for auction. That was a 2004 International.
We're buying one and still getting rid of one.
That is correct.
All right.
Okay? This would be the last of our International steel body beds. The rest of our fleet would be the stainless steel aluminum beds. The total cost of the new plow truck will be about $270,000. Due to the long delivery times that we were facing, we split the cost of this truck over 2 fiscal years. So this year, we only budgeted for just the chassis. And then next year, we will be asking permission in the future budget to then ask for the upfitting of the equipment, from the pre-wetting equipment to the plows, to the safety lights and such, the bed itself, next year's budget. Ordering now, we anticipate delivery of the chassis in and around June of 2024. Staff also considered slightly used plow trucks, but because of the good pricing, the government pricing that we receive, many of the slightly used it's still cheaper for us, better off that we purchase new using our Sourcewell pricing. So, our Sourcewell pricing shows a 22% discount. Staff has also looked into other brands such as Kenworth, Freightline, Mack, but none can provide a truck to us in 2024. They're all giving us dates in 2025. Staff is recommending the village board approve to order the 2025 Peterbilt single-axle chassis only from JX Truck Center in the amount of $135,739.76. Questions?
This is consistent with the rest of our fleet, and it's a budgeted expense.
Yes.
Anybody have any questions?
Budgeted item. I'll
Motion
make,
to order the truck?
I'll make a motion for the approval to order the 2025 Peterbilt single axle truck chassis only from JX Truck Center in the amount of $135,739.76.
Second?
Motion Chapman, second Amos. Roll call, please.
Amos,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
and DeBold.
Yes.
Thank you.
With that, touch on trustee comments. Trustee Amos?
No comments, thank you.
Trustee Brockman?
Thank you, Mayor. Natalie has indicated our next PZC meeting will be on October 4th here at the Village Hall. And we expect to have public hearings on solar and wind ordinance and short-term rentals on the agenda. Anything else at this point? Where's Natalie?
Not at this point, no.
Okay. That's my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Chapman?
Just an observation, the left of the mayor has all the power as usual, okay, in the country, so we just want to make sure that we're okay. But no comment.
Thank you. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion trustee Amos, seconded by trustee Brockman. Roll call to adjourn, please.
Amos,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
Chapman,
Yes.
and DeBold.
Yes. All right, thank you. And we'll give everybody a couple of minutes here.